Are you struggling to get orders in your Etsy shop? Or maybe you haven't even begun because you feel that every niche or every product really just has too much competition. I have found even more unsaturated digital products that you can begin selling in your shop today. And as per usual, I will be using Everbee today to conduct my market research. You guys know I love Everbee. They've been a game changer for me and helping me find the up and coming new items that were trending or items that are new but have no competition or low competition. So if you are interested in checking it out for free on your own, I do have a link below. But that is what I'm going to be using for today's video. Okay, and we will begin with number one, social media template. And I will begin only looking on page one. I don't really want to overcomplicate it or go down the rabbit hole. I'm looking just to make sure that we are working with a niche or a product that does have a demand behind it. The last thing I want to do is put my time into creating something and then to find out there's no demand for it. And to confirm that we have the demand, I'm looking for the popular now or the bestseller badges. And right away on page one, three of the four have the bestseller and the popular now badge. I'm going to continue just quickly going down page one to make sure. Look at row number two. All of them have one of those badges. Same thing for row three, three out of the four. So I know that we're working with something that would be viable to pursue. But let's check out the competition. And I'm using the Everbee keyword research tool right down here. I'm going to click that and then we can look at the competition. So we can see here we have nearly 1,800 monthly searches, but the competition we have over 205,000, which is way too much competition. And that is why we have a keyword score of 10. Now, 10 is a low keyword score for the volume. So I'm going to show you the listing I found that I niched it down in and how that one is performing. Okay, I was able to locate a social media manager template as our niche down product. These do very well on Etsy. If we look at the top left, we see that we have that bestseller badge. And then in the top right, we can see that we have an item that is currently in 15 cards. Those are all positive indicators directly from Etsy regarding how an item is doing. We're going to go ahead and click Analyze Listing to get more information from Everbee. And we can see from Everbee that we have a 2-month-old listing, so very new. It has had over 200 orders in the past 2 months. It is making over $1,300 a month. And in the past month, it's had 132 orders, doing incredibly well. Let's go ahead and check out the tag section. Okay, now I have the tags pulled up, and the first one has 110 keyword score. That is incredible. To have 110 keyword score means that the search volume along with the competition are perfect, and that is where you want to be. So we have the tag social media agency with 297 monthly searches and only 2,783 competition. That is why we have a high keyword score because 2,700 competition is pretty much no competition. That is incredible. And even moving down a little bit further, we have bold Instagram with 110 monthly searches, 1,300 competition, and a keyword score of 80. Then we have the next one, carousel post with 166 monthly searches, only 2,153 competition, and a high keyword score of 80. And we can continue to go down, and these are pretty good keywords to use. These are a little bit lower, but that is perfectly okay because this shop owner has really done the work and they've used a lot of really strong, low competition, but highly searched keywords. We can even look here too. We have social media coach with 576 monthly searches, only 11,244 competition, and a keyword score of 50. I'm not shocked that this particular listing is doing so well so quickly. And before we move on to number two, I just want to quickly let you know that I did create a checklist for you, a listing optimization checklist. That way you can ensure that when you add your listings to your shop, that you have hit all of the best practices recommended by Etsy to hopefully help you get more orders and get more traction on that listing. So if you want your free copy, go ahead and drop in the comment section below the word checklist, and I will get that over to you so you can make sure that all of your listings are on the right track. All right, let's move on to number 2. Okay, and moving on to number 2, we have resume template. Again, we're just going to quickly look on page 1 and make sure that we have those badges to confirm that we do have that demand, and every row is full of that. So we know that we do have a product and or a niche that is in demand. Let's check out the keyword research tool. Now we have 897 searches. We only have 35,000 competition, which really is not that much competition, which is why we have a keyword score of 30. 35,000 is not that much competition, but if you're new or you're struggling, I'm always going to try to find a way to find something a bit more niche down. So I'm going to show you which listing I found. Okay, and I was able to find a niched down resume template. This one in particular is a more minimalist style of a resume template. Top left, we have again another bestseller badge. Top right, we can tell that the item is in over 20 cards. Let's go ahead and analyze it to get more information from Everbee. Okay, and we are learning directly from Everbee that we have a 9-month-old listing with over 2,300 orders, making $1,932 a month. This month alone, it has had 258 orders, doing incredibly well. Let's go ahead and check out the tag section. Okay, now that we have the tags pulled up, let's go ahead and check them out. We have CV Mac pages with 238 monthly searches, only 1,800 competition, and that is why we have a keyword score of 130. Everbee is telling us and giving the clues of what to put in our own listings and what to create. The second high keyword we have would be resume Mac pages. We have 255 monthly searches, 2,292 competition, and a high keyword score of 110. Then we have CV Google Doc with 511 monthly searches, a little over 6,400 competition, and a high keyword score of 80. The fourth one I'll show you will be Resume Google Doc with 583 monthly searches, 7,754 competition, which is really no competition. And that is why we have a high keyword score of 80. Moving on to number 3, we have wedding invitations. Again, I'm on page 1, and we're going to go down page 1, and we're looking right away. We have the popular now badges. We have the bestseller badges. We already know that wedding invitations are very, very popular. Let's pull up the keyword research to get a bit more information. We have over 3,200 monthly searches, which in theory you would think would be fantastic, but look at the competition. We have over 750,000 competition. Niching down is so incredibly important when you're trying to get traction in your shop. And even though we have a high search volume, there's too much competition, and that is why we have a whopping keyword score of 0. Let me show you the listing I found that is doing well with not much competition. Okay, and I found a wedding bundle, and I like the color palette. I think that may be why it could be doing so well. Let's go ahead and analyze it to get a bit more information from Everbee. Okay, now we are learning directly from Everbee that we have a 6-month-old listing with 280 orders, making $3,949 a month. This month alone, it has had 53 orders. Let's go ahead and check out the tag section. Okay, wow, look at that very first tag. All inclusive bundle, 38 monthly searches, only 138 competition, which is why we have that high keyword score of 280. Then we have wedding big bundle with 27 monthly searches, almost 700 competition, which still is nothing, and a keyword score of 40. And then we have royal blue lavender with 23 monthly searches, only 900 competition, and a keyword score of 30. So these may not have the most search volume, but that's okay because the shop owner is also including tags that do have higher search volume. Like below, we have wedding invite set with over 1,200 monthly searches. And then we have DIY editable cards with 581 monthly searches. So combining the high and the low, is a really good way to approach a listing. Your tags don't only have to be low competition or highly searched. You can do a mix of both. And to me, the seller did a really good job at having a good mix of the low with the high. Okay, and moving on to number 4, we have wall art. The members of my free community, quite a few of them do sell wall art, so I'll know they'll be really excited about this particular niche. If you would like to join our free community, then check out the very first link in the description below, and we would love to have you over there to join us. Now, if you know, you know, wall art is so popular on Etsy, and there is a ton of competition, but you can still get good profit and get a lot of orders with it too if you do it right. We're on page 1, and we already know what we're looking for: the popular now badges, the bestseller badges, and so far everything is popping up with those badges. So we already know that wall art is a hit, but I'm going to show you the competition using the keyword research tool down here. We have over 8,800 monthly searches, which is a lot, but look at the competition. 18.5 million competition. And by now we know Everbee is telling us the keyword score, a big fat 0, because there's just too much competition. But I'm going to show you the one I found. All right, the wall art that I found has been niched down to a vintage look. We can look at again at the top left, we have that bestseller badge. And then the top right, we're seeing that 2 people bought this item in the last 24 hours. Let's go ahead and analyze the listing to get a bit more information from Everbee. Okay, I have pulled that up, and per Everbee, we know that we have a 6-month-old listing. It has had over 600 orders. It is making over $4,300 a month. This month alone, it has had 116 orders. Let's go ahead and check out the tag section. Now, you may be looking at it and you don't see any high keywords indicated by Everbee. That is okay. You're not always going to have a keyword score of 110 or 280. Look at number 1. We have dark gallery wall with over 600 monthly searches and only 13,000 competition. I do like to err on the side of caution when I'm working with a person who is new to Etsy, or I'm coaching or I'm helping somebody. I do like to let them know that they want to be under 20,000 for the most part when it comes to the competition. You don't want to be new to Etsy and you are only pursuing things that have 500,000 competition. If you can try to find things that have 20,000 and fewer competition, you have a better chance of being ranked and being found and getting orders. Then we have Moody Gallery Wall with about 700 monthly searches, 13,000 competition, and again, a high keyword score of 50. Then we have Vintage Galley Wall, and I think they may have a typo, with 22 monthly searches, 430 competition, and a keyword score of 50. This brings up a really good point. Sometimes my coaching students will ask me if they should put typos in their tags. I don't recommend it. I don't like it. You can test it and then see if it works for your shop, but it's not something that I would recommend. Moving down, we have Moody French Country with 230 monthly searches, 5,300 competition, and a keyword score of 40. And again, this seller is doing it correctly. They're adding in the high with the low to be able to have a really good net to get those orders, and it's working. And finally, for number 5, we have Kids Calendar, and we have bestseller, popular now, and we even have an Etsy's pick. These are doing very well, popular now. Let's pull up the keyword research tool. We have over 850 monthly searches, a little over 79,000 competition, which is pretty high in my opinion. And then we have a keyword score of 10. So let me show you the listing I found. So the listing I found is a 2025 printable calendar. Top left, we have that bestseller badge. Top right, we can tell that it is in over 20 parts. Let's go ahead and check out the information provided by Everbee. Okay, and we are shown by Everbee that we have a 4-month-old listing with over 1,800 orders, earning this shop owner $5,700 $733 a month from one listing. This month alone, it has had 455 orders. Let's go ahead and check out the tag section. And we have editable calendar 25 with 66 monthly searches, only 719 competition, and a keyword score of 90. We have kids calendar 2025 with 498 monthly searches, a little over 6,500 competition, and a keyword score of 80. A 12-month calendar with 21 monthly searches, only 315 competition, and a keyword score of 70. Not bad. And I'm going to skip the 2025 wall calendar. It does have a bit more competition, but look at the one below, academic calendar with 483 monthly searches, only 10,000 competition, and a keyword score of 50. Okay, and there you have it, 5 unsaturated digital products for you to begin selling in your shop. And don't forget to check out the link below in the description if you want to join our free community. And if you want that free checklist, don't forget to drop the word checklist below in the comment section and I'll get that over to you. The video on your screen now are 4 more unsaturated digital products for you to begin selling in your shop today. One of them is making over $23,000 a month. So go ahead and give it a watch. I'll catch you guys over there. Until next time, bye.